Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 37 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and today we're going to be doing one of the last, if not the last, Modern Masters drafts. It goes away next week. Whether or not we play it next week may depend on how well we do here and how many packs we win, if any. But I'll be jumping into this 6-2-2-2, which means we need to go 2-1 to get any sort of prize out of this, but we'll see how we go, and I will try not to draft Blue-White Affinity yet again, but we'll see what comes our way, and I'll see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. Alright, here we are for Pack 1, Pick 1. We got ourselves a Hellkite Charger, so no money here. 5-5 Flying Haste for 6. Whenever it attacks, you can pay 7. And if you do, you untap all attacking creatures, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. That sounds kind of cool, but also pretty darn expensive. There's an Electrolyze here, which is good. Kind of puts us into blue-red right away. There's a Court Homunculus, which probably isn't first pickable, but boy do I love those guys in Blue-White Affinity. Boy, do I ever. There's a Vines of Vastwood, a Grim Affliction. Not much going on here, really. I don't know. I mean, Grim Affliction's not the best removal at all, but it is removal. Maybe I just take the Electrolyze, though. Not a great pack, but I'll take the Electrolyze and see where we end up. Devouring Greed. Ooh, that goes in the black-white Spirits deck. I just totally got distracted by all of the artifacts over there. So as an additional cost, you can sack any number of spirits. Target player loses 2 life, plus 2 life for each spirit sacked this way. That can go crazy in the black-white Spirits deck. We could take it and try to force black-white Spirits. There is a Water Servant. There's an Overwhelm. I mean, the artifacts here aren't really anything you would take to go into blue-white artifacts, unfortunately. There's an Aether Snipe as well. I don't know. Black-White Spirits is really good. Is it overforced? It could be overforced, which means taking that would be bad. But I'll take it and see what comes our way in Pack 3. Or, not Pack 3, but Pack 2. Pack 1, Pick 3. There we go. Those are the words that I was looking for. So Devouring Greed, going Black-White Spirits. Electrolyze, going Blue-Red Elementals, I guess? Maybe, sort of, a little. We'll have to see what else comes our way. Well, we get another Devouring Greed. Those aren't great in multiples. Bloodshot Trainee deals 4 damage to target creature, only if its power is 4 or greater. Well, that sounds awkward. There's a Vampire Outcast, which is totally fine, especially if we end up going kind of black-red aggro. There's a Gorehorn Minotaurs, also really good for black-red aggro. There's a Scuttling Death, which is a spirit, and that kind of puts us down the spirit route. I mean, is that what I want to be taking Pick 3? Kind of forcing it. You know what? Let's just try to force it. Let's see if we can go Black-White Spirits. Let's see if we can go Black-White Spirits, or if we have just a miserable draft. One of the two will happen. So Scuttling Death is the one where you can sack it to give target creature -1/-1 till end of turn. Pretty cool. It screws with combat a whole lot. Decent card. It's 4/2, cool, but it's got that Soul Shift 4 where you can return spirit cards, which is pretty darn fantastic. Bone Splinters is pretty solid to me. That'll let us sack some spirits to do some stuff. That'll let us kill creatures, which is a pretty good thing to do. There's an Otherworldly Journey. So Soul Shift is when it dies, so Otherworldly Journey would not trigger it. Makes sense. But yeah, Bone Splinters is just good removal. So I think we're just going to take that. And see what other black goodies come our way. Alright, what does a Daggerclaw Imp do? It flies and can't block. Alright, cool. Moving on. We have we've got a whole bunch of spirits, actually. We've got a Kami of Ancient Law, we've got a Moonlit Strider, which is Protection Soul Shift 3, and we've got Waxmane Baku. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you can put a chi counter on it, or a key counter, maybe key, I don't know. You can remove those to tap X creatures. Really solid. I'd like all 3 of these for my deck, but I think the Baku's the best of them, so we will take the Baku. And let's throw away that Electrolyze. We're forcing black-white. Well, what do we get here? Some stuff for Affinity. Mechanist. which I always thought was Machinist, but no, it's Mechanist. Frogmite, Sphere of the Suns, Rusted Relic. For us, we're looking at a Death Denied. Return creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. It's an arcane spell. I think it's the only thing we're really going to take. I mean, Deathmark. Well, maybe we just take Deathmark. It's a solid sideboard card. And I'm sure we can see the Death Denieds again. Yeah, let's take the Deathmark. I hear green-white's really good in... Ooh, I never noticed the skull in the eye. That's pretty cool. I hear green-white's really amazing in Modern Masters Draft, so could be super good sideboard card, rather. What do we get? I want to go Affinity. Grim Affliction or Foil Grim Affliction is basically the choice here. I will take the Foil Grim Affliction. Nothing else for us, really, so let's take it. And then we get a Shrivel. Ooh, a Thief of Hope. There we go. So 2/2, it's a spirit. It's got Soul Shift on it. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, which is 3 of our 5 spells currently, our opponent loses life, gains life. Yeah, that's a key card for Black-White Spirits. Alright, so we've got ourselves another Grim Affliction or a Ghostly Changeling, which is a spirit, remember. 1 and a black to give it +1/+1 till end of turn. Seems fine. I mean, maybe Grim Affliction is just better, though. It's just straight up removal. Yeah, let's take another one. Probably don't want more than 2, but that's a fine number. Water Servant, Aether Snipe, Alloy Mirror, Darksteel Citadel, Mirror Enforcer. Oh, I want them all, but I'm not going to play any of them. Let's get rid of the Water Servant. It's probably going to be the most annoying. Yeah. Alright, another Devouring Greed. I mean, I don't know if we really want it, but I guess. I guess it's just a second copy. I don't have to cast both. It just increases my chances of drawing one of them. Otherworldly Journey, I suppose. Moonlit Strider, awesome. You go in my deck. Hey, that Death Denied that I worried about taking. And a last pick Fairy Mechanist. Who am I drafting with? People, draft Blue-White Affinity, it's good. Tribal Flames don't want ya. Alright, so not bad. We're forcing the heck out of Black-White. Hopefully it works. We'd really like to see a Spectral Procession, though. That would be the best. Mystic Snake, you're not worth anything. Hello, Black and White. Plagued Rusalka is a spirit, at least, I suppose. Dread Drone, not quite our deck, but good card nonetheless. Apostle's Blessing. Wow. This ain't a great pack for us. Am I going to take the Plagued Rusalka? I feel like I could get that back around. Well, I don't like this decision. Don't like this decision at all. I could take a Dimir Guildmage as a black spell that I could only do discard with. That doesn't seem great either. Dread Drone's a 5-drop. I don't know if I want to be doing 5-drops really. Yeah, let's just take the Rusalka. Not the best pick. LG Gariel. Pretty fun card. Not going in our deck though. I think we're just going to take the Arrest. Great removal. Stickle Ripper's fine. We don't really want a 3rd Grim Affliction, I don't think. So yeah, let's take the Arrest. Culling Deus. Ooh, Blinding Soul Eater. That I like. That I like a lot. I like it more than Moonlit Strider, which we'll probably get back around. Don't really think we want to play a Shrivel. Sickle Slicer, no. Dread Drone, no. So yeah, we'll take the Soul Eater here. Another Culling Deus. Fortify, maybe what we want to do if we can get the token production going, but we haven't seen a Spectral Procession just yet. Do I want another Moonlit Strider? What I really need are Nameless Inversions. If I don't get any of those, my deck is gonna be bad. Really bad. So with that in mind, I guess I'll take the Moonlit Strider. Just basically as a creature. Nameless Inversions, where are you? Foil, Drowsy Temple. Ooh, fancy looking. I think we're just going to take the solid removal here. Spread the Sickness. It destroys a creature which is pretty solid in my books. What do we get? Tajar Swordsmith. We're not really going to have much equipment going on. We could take another Death Mark. I think that might be what we do, actually. Yeah, let's take another Death Mark. Ghostly Changing, Cameo of Ancient Law. Yeah, I think you're going to take you. Yep, easily. So how many spirits do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you? You're a cleric. So that was what, 4? 5, 6, 7. Not too bad. Not too terrible, but boy do I want those nameless inversions in pack 3. Alright, what do we get here? We get a Somber Hover Guard. Oh, I think Blue-White Affinity is actually open in this draft too. That kind of sucks. Yeah, none of these are great. Conclave Phoenix or Mighty Leap. I might just hate out the Hover Guard. Yeah, may as well. May as well. Here's that pack back that I did not really like. We didn't take a Dread Drone. I guess I could take one. Or I could take a Sphere. Neither seems great. Let's take the Dread Drone, I guess. Grim Affliction or a Sickle Ripper. We've got 2 Afflictions, so I kind of like the Sickle Ripper here, I think. Fine, I'll take a Shrivel. Stop throwing them in my face. Fortify. We did not take one, so we'll take one here. Culling Deus. Don't think it's going to do too much good for us, really. So we'll take the Fortify here. Probably not main deck it. Come on, pack 3. I'm hoping for some good stuff in pack 3. Well, here I guess we'll take a Bloodthrown Vampire. It's the only thing that really fits. And, sure, a Manta that we're not going to play. And a Warpaint, because we passed the other Warpaint. So what was I just saying we weren't going to play, and where did it go? Or did I already get rid of it? Short-term memory, you are failing me. Manta, Warpaint. Yeah. Precursor Golem, not the best. Not the best. We've got another Scuttling Death. Not much. I mean, what could we do with Precursor Golem? Could we do anything? Not really. It's spells or abilities. Spells and abilities or just spells? Just spells. Just spells. So there's nothing really that we can take advantage of. So I don't really see a point of taking a Precursor Golem, unfortunately. So we're going to be looking more at another Scuttling Death. Or another Scuttling Death, I think. So that's going to be the pick here. No money for us, unfortunately. Horde of Notions. Pretty fancy, but not for us. Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing going on here. That is bad. That is bad. I guess we could take the sideboard Tarashi's Grip. Ugh, I guess so. Thief of Hope. Alright. That's not too bad, not too bad. Maybe we can get that Cammy back around too. So yeah, we'll take the Thief of Hope here. So that's 2 Thief of Hopes. That's what I like to see. I'd like to see a bit more Arcane and Spirits though. Maybe trade out the Bloodthrown Vampire, maybe the Sickle Ripper for a couple of Spirits. That would be good. Ah, good old Niv Mizzet. Can't play it. Maybe with our first pick, Electrolyze, we should have stayed blue-red. We've got an Instill Infection here, which is not too bad. Maybe it kills something. Maybe we get to proliferate with the sickness or the afflictions. Seems fine, and there's nothing else in this pack for us, unfortunately. I think there might be a black-white drafter somewhere at this table that's doing probably a better job than we are. We could take another Infection. We could take another Rusalka. I don't really like any of those choices. We could take a Rusalka in exchange for a Vampire. Yeah, let's do that. Dispatch is just going to be... Ooh, I'll just stop talking because there's a Sunlance here, which is totally fine by me. So we will take the Sunlance. And what will we get rid of? What will we get rid of? Maybe just the Instill Infection. I think the Sunlance is just better. Otherworldly Journey, another Thief of Hope. Yes, please. Yes, please. And let's get rid of maybe the Sickle Ripper. It's just an elemental, right? Elemental warrior. Okay. So we can get a changeling, which would be a spirit, but I don't know if I'd cut anything for it. I don't think so. Well, maybe a Rusalka. Maybe a Rusalka. I like it being a 2/2 and having the shade ability a little bit more than the sack a creature -1/-1. So yeah, let's take a changeling and pitch a Rusalka. Nothing here for us. Maybe hate out a Narcolepsy. Yeah, let's do that. Conclave Phoenix or Phalanx is about all we're gonna have here. Don't think we'll play it. Cameo of Ancient Law. Don't know if I actually need one. It's what I'll take, but I don't know if I'll trade anything for it. Don't think so. Don't think so. Not much going on here. Let's take the Thrive, because it's foil. So this definitely isn't one of the awesome Spirit decks. I'm missing the Nameless inversions. We'll see how I do. I don't think it's going to be like that deck that just destroyed me last week. Let's hate out that Smoke Raider and the Thrumming Bird. But it should be okay-ish. It should be mildly fun, at least, for potentially our last draft. Wings of Velis Vel. So I think that's going to be our deck. We've got the double Deathmark in the sideboard, which I like. Cameo of Ancient Law, even. I think I don't want two of the Rusalkas, especially since I only have 13 creatures, which is a little bit low. A little bit low. Shrivel, Sickle Ripper. So what are my spells that I'm spending a whole bunch of slots on? I guess the double Devouring Greed still makes me kind of pause a little bit. Because if I draw two, that just sucks. Because I'm going to sack my board, probably, or most of my board, on the first one. But, you know, it doubles my chances of drawing a Devouring Greed. That's tough. That feels tough. Erg. But I mean, I need... Well, maybe I don't need creatures. I have a bunch of removal. We'll try it with two. But one of them might be what I sideboard out in exchange for, I don't know, maybe the Conclave Phalanx? Maybe just another Cami. But I think we'll go with this. We'll add our lands. What's it going to be, like 9, 12, 5? Actually, that seems about correct. I don't want to play with 5 sources, though. Let's go with 6 white sources and 11 black. I really didn't get much white, eh? Wow. Yeah, 11-6. I think that's what we'll go with. So I'll add that to the deck, and here's my totally not probably all that good Black-White Spirits deck. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you guys for round 1.